Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. Microphone check 1 2 1 2. Microphone check 1 2. Big shout out to everyone watching this Jrod Point. I'm here. I'm back. I know. Vacation's a little bit longer. You know, in the middle of vacation, I came through, pop up some 2026 content. Yeah, I know I don't do that. You're welcome. Big shout out to Embree Conway. Thank you for being here. Very so much appreciate it. It was no mic check today, I guess. But it's all good. It's all good. I know things are going on. Everything is fine. Listen, big shout out. And it hit different. Big shout out when we send a shout out to Embree Conway. Thank you so much for being here. Very so much appreciate it. As always, she recommends to please make sure to hit the like button. Just put a little bit of DNA there. You know, we promise we're not gonna utilize IgG techniques against you if you hit the like. No worries. Very happy to be here after so long of a vacation. I had to come through because today is a day to remember. Remember, listen, I was in vacation. Don't kill me for that. You know, I was in vacations. I like to fall back in the beginning of the year. I want to act like true crime is not even here. Then I was like, you know, January, February, March. I'm like, I think it's time to come back and put some work. So by the time I decided to come back, fully come back for 2026, I'm scrolling through the Idaho 4 Bryan Kohberger case. I'm scrolling through, you know, try to catch up with the vandalism of the Idaho 4. You know what I'm saying? So while searching around, I come across the content of a great content creator. Total stranger to me. But I came across harsh reality content. It seems that hard reality, you know, it's been having some commentary on paparazzi. You know, it seems that, you know, we've been having a commentary on paparazzi. Embree Conway's like, oh shit, I'm slipping on the wheel. Listen, you know what we say, it's better late than never. You know what I mean? So, alright, you know, big shout out to Embree Conway. She here. It's all that matters. This show is technically for Embree Conway and Jane. Like, now that I say that, right? Like, let me before I start the show, before I start the show. It's all good. Thank you, though. I appreciate. I miss you too, sis. Big shout out to Amy Conway, boss lady in the chat. Whoever is watching right now, just kicking it, behind the curtains and shit. If you come to the chat, make sure you say hi to Amy Conway. Be nice. Don't get blocked. It's rules and regulations everywhere. So the only rules and regulations in this your channel, the On Point Rican channel, is to not get blocked. You just please, pretty please listen with cherry on top. Don't get blocked. I, I'm trying to listen to your commentary in the chat room, and hopefully, when you comment, you don't waste your time and get blocked. Hopefully. So with that said, on my comeback, official comeback 2026. Let me start like this. Where's Lucy? God damn, Helen Fitzgerald, sister of mine. God damn you. I know you else of all trades put all those lies and all the bullshit. And she said that you know where you gotta go to get the truth. Definitely not you, sis. Because if you lie about Jrod Point and you hate on Jrod Point, how in the heck anyone can trust you? Where's Heather Fitzgerald? Where's Lucy Lou? Lucy? Beep, beep. Where's Twizzle? God damn it. Where's Kane? No, fuck that. I'm with it. I'm with it today. I'm with it. Where's Kane? Where Primo? Where Primo? Where Dago? Dago. Neighbor. What's up, Dago? Sleuty to the Goosey. Big shout out to Sleuty Goose. Big shout out to Sleuty Goose. Where's Sleuth? Goose? Where's Sleuth Goose? Wait. Well, hush. Hush, you on the title. Where Hush? Well, Hush. Hush. I know Amy Conway's here as always. Which listen, we don't know where we'll be without you. Big shout out to the sister from Costa Rica. Big shout out to all the family in Costa Rica. Mis saludos a la familia en Costa Rica. Y la representación familiar de Amy Conway. Mi saludo, mi hermana, mi compañera y amiga aquí en las calles de YouTube. Very, very interesting. You know how to give you the accent, though. But yeah, right, you know what I'm saying. But big shout out to Amy Conway, as always, here. Very so much appreciated. Well, hush. Big shout out to Harsh Reality. It's a historic day. Today's title, Idaho full Bryan Kohberger case, historic day. It is, though. It is. It's a historic day in YouTube true crime. Big shout out to Harsh Reality. Finally, and again, everything we say here is gonna come back full circle. For everyone that is been watching, your brother from another mother, the ting to the tango, jing to the Django. I am him. Mademoiselle Levy, Mortobello, pizzeria, mamma mia, mozzarella, a cosa buena, a cosa nostra, a mamma mia, pizzeria, mozzarella. Mademoiselle, le be Jrod on point. I'm the host of the most. I'm very so happy and gracious and favorite. Big shout out to those in the yacht. Big shout out to those in Google. Very so much appreciated. Thank you for having me here. Thank you. Thank you. Very so much appreciated. But yeah, big shout out to Lucy Lou. Big shout out to Lucy. I got the good news that our sister, our strange at this point, our strange sister, thanks to ULs of all trades, invading people's chat to hate. Man, I have never seen a woman that no, you know what? I'm gonna retract that. Yeah, it's like having a list like my chill de pedo, and then you also of all trades, like the most, like the people that dispute the most hate against Jrod on point, that goes chat to chat to chat to chat to chat just to hate on Jrod on point. Like the only two people that literally clicks dislike on my videos, like literally, I can show you. The only two people that hit dislike on my videos, because it's literally just two people. I swear. So where's our strange sister Heather Fitzgerald? Where's Lucy Lou? Where's Satan? Satan, and I'm calling you. Where's Lucy Lou? The right and left leg of Satan. Where's Lucy Lou? God damn you. And her distance and other people's distance is sponsored and brought to you by Jewels of all trades and her lights. Oh, but remember, if you have to go somewhere to go and get the truth about the Idaho 4 and Bryan Kohberger case, remember to go to Jewels of all trades, not. That's what she's like YouTube hating on me. Oh, wah. Who cares? Who gives a fuck, Jewels? If your channel gets deleted, no one will give a fuck. I won't. Like, I'll talk about it. I do that nah, and all this other shit because you're stupid. Like, why you gonna go against like the Son of God? Like, I don't get it, Joel. Like, you're not hurting nothing, dog. Like, listen, I have channels terminated for bitches like you. I hated on. Everybody has hated on me. And at the end of the day, oh yeah, motherfuckers gotta come and kiss my feet. Listen, kiss the ring of the king of true crime, the real true crime king, not the copy true crime king that is nowhere around no more, nowhere to be found. I don't know. Listen, word on the street said that he's in rehab somewhere. I don't know. Listen, I'm not bringing the news to you. I'm not breaking news. I'm not saying nothing that no one knows. Listen, the word on the street, the allegations are that the alleged so-called true crime king is in rehab. I don't know. Oh, big shout out to Harsh Reality. Amy Khan would say, I got a badge yesterday from Harsh. I'm honored. Big shout out to Harsh Reality for that badge. Very so much appreciated from Harsh Reality. Thank you so much. We're going to be talking about some great content that Harsh Reality put out. We are actually very honored to have the opportunity to have the conversation about it. It's such a classy guy, like, Harsh Reality, my guy from, you know what I'm saying? My British boy. Hey, big shout out to Jane. Big shout out to Jane, our sister from England. Big shout out to Jane. Big shout out to Harch. We're gonna be talking about that. Yes, definitely. But you know, all the content creator, they in the beginning of this live stream before we start, with the meat and potatoes and green beans, potatoes and all that good stuff. Um, Word on the street. Listen, I don't know nothing. This is just the word of YouTube streets. Okay. Don't listen to me. Don't worry about what Jrod Point is saying. The allegations and the word on the street is that JB Gunner is also on rehab. Big shout out. It is a round of applause. A round of applause to True Crime King and JB Gunner for finally, again, I'm not saying this. This is the allegations and the word of the street. The news are the True Crime King and JB Gunner are on rehab. A round of applause, please. A round of applause. They not in the true crime street spewing their shit. So we just listen to the word on the street. And in my opinion, listen, in my opinion, no one could burn me to the stakes for this. Hey, listen, I'm just bringing you whatever the word on the streets in YouTube true crime is all about. Okay? All right. So, in my personal opinion, I believe that if True Crime King and JB Gunner are no longer on YouTube true crime, it's not because they went to rehab. This is just, again, I have to go against the word of the streets. I have to go against the word of YouTube true crime streets. I have to go against it. I can't just, go by what people say, Who, me, Mama said, Levi? Never. So, I could only be very opinionated about that, and I could only say and speculate that the only reasons, right? The only reasons why I believe the True Crime King and JB Gunner are no longer in YouTube true crime is because True Crime King got worse on heroin. This is just my opinion. This is my opinion. Don't be mad at me, okay? I'm just giving you my true crime opinion as an expert. I do not trust the YouTube word on the streets. Like, I gotta tell you, hey, listen, you gotta take it with a grain of salt. So, while that's being said in YouTube true crime, I could only give you my opinion. And in my opinion, my expert true crime opinion is the True Crime King went back to the heroin. That's why you see him, itching himself while he's on live and all that, falling asleep on the camera and all this other stuff. I mean, I get it. The guy don't sleep. It's like he said, dude, it's my birthday. That's fake drugs. I haven't sleep all night. Yeah. We saw the body cam footage, dude. You cannot lie to no one. I still got the footage. I could still put it out. Just shut up. Anyway, I'm glad that you're gone, by the way. So, and about JB Gunner, my opinion on JB Gunner is the reality he hit hard. You know what I'm saying? Instead of acting like he's not drinking no more, he straight went to the bottle. Like, that's just my opinion. Don't sue me. Don't sue me. I could have my opinion. In my opinion, the reason why JB Gunner is no longer around is because he went back to the bottle. Hey, you know what they say? If AA don't work, you gotta go back to the Baba. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying. But that's my personal opinion of why True Crime King and JB Gunner is no longer around, and that's just my opinion. But on my way back, coming back to the wonderful and beautiful YouTube True Crime streets, I went through a content from Harsh Reality, and I was quite surprised. I gotta be very honest. I can't really fake it. I don't ever fake. But I came across a very, very important piece of content of Harsh Reality that it was published 3 days ago. And again, I'm just catching up right now. By the way, I'm glad to be back. I miss Amy Conway, her commentary, and talking to y'all here in the chat. I really miss y'all. I miss Amy Conway, Jane, and Cindy, and Kathleen, and Heather Fitzgerald. We miss our Lucy Lou. Unfortunately, she had to get confused by the words of Satan. Jewels of all trades by herself. So and not just her. It's a lot of people that fell on the spell of Jewels of all trades. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that fell on the spell of Jewel of all trades, hating on the small content creator. You just sit there and think about that for a second. Big content creator that it gets the money, gets the donations, it gets the views. Why in the heck a big content creator is gonna hate in the itty bitty small content creator? There's no reason, right? There's no reason. Whatever reason that she could talk about, listen, if you have any questions, I have the video. I had to repost the video. I have to repost the video. Yeah, I had to. Because you see, when people want to lie about me, oh, he made a video. He made a video talking about my grown ass daughter. Yeah, grown ass. Yeah. If the situation happened to you when she was a little girl, guess what? You made it public, and now she's a big girl, so she could take the heat, just like you. You made it public to the YouTube streets because you want people to feel sorry for you and send the donations when you request them. That's all you want. You just want people to feel sorry for you while you acting like a witch. Make that make sense. How in the heck, Jewels of all trades, you gonna act like you Mrs. Sweetheart, Mrs. Beloved, and the true crime sweetheart, right? But in the same breath, you act like a witch. You act like you have a nasty attitude. You act like you really don't have no friends. You act like you use the bottom of the barrel on women. They call themselves women, but you act like a man. That's why you're the bottom of the barrel on the woman sector, because you act like a man. You know what I'm saying? And what's that? In my opinion, listen. You know what, Amy? I didn't want her to go there because people. She got a little racist in her. You could tell in the way she talk about. So, just think about it. White female hating on an alpha Latino guy. We're a small channel. You just that by itself. Listen, it do not matter what I could see here and talk in my channel. It do not matter. Again, it don't matter. This is need to get put on those content creators that are here in YouTube, and they think that they are untouchable here in YouTube streets. Look at here, sweetheart. Look at here, dun. For those guys out there that don't understand that while you here in the YouTube true crime streets, you are a public figure just like me, you fucking idiot. But so Julez of all trades, what it tells you that I'm not allowed to talk about you however the fuck I feel like, as long as YouTube terms or regulations are not violated and YouTube allow my content to be out here. As long as YouTube allow my content to be here, because it does not break no rules and regulations. Even though if I'm talking about you or I'm giving my opinion about you, Julez of all trades, you shouldn't give a fuck, because you should know what YouTube is all about. Fucking idiot. You shouldn't act like mighty tough and try to act like, oh, I'm gonna tell all the content creators to not talk to Jrod, to blacklist Jrod, because Jrod did this to me. Bitch, I didn't do shit to you. The video's out there. All that young one that you want to talk about me, bitch, the video's out. Again, because you wanted a video out, because again, you wanted to lie about me. Oh, Jrod said this, Jrod said that. So guess what, bitch? The video is out. You could enjoy it, eat it, consume it. It has shitload of views. Again, actually, it became the most watched video in this channel. It was the most watched video in the Jrod On Point channel until I took it down. And why I took it down, Jrod, why you took it down? I wanted to change my content on the Jrod On Point channel. I wanted to change the content. I wanted that channel to start looking better. I was like, you know what? Let me stop the fuckery. Let me stop. Let me stop commentating on other YouTube true crime content creators. Let me do that. And then when I'm trying to change, and show improvement, show maturity, show that it's a next level in true crime, when I'm trying to go above the bullshit, here comes Julez of all trades and drag me right back down. Oh, so this bitch want to go to war. Like, this bitch really want to go to war. Let's go to war, bitch. Like, who the fuck you talking to? You know, you know I got the facts. Listen, remember, if you want the truth in the Idaho 4 Bryan Kohberger case, make sure that you don't go to make sure you don't go and check Julez of all trades. Like, I'm just saying, like, if she's lying about Jrod On Point, if she's lying about Jrod On Point, she'll lie about anything. So again, it's really nothing that we could believe, because again, if you have paid attention to her content in the same way you have paid attention to Embree, in the same way you have paid attention to Lana or Rihanna, you'll know that these people either are afraid of the Greek life, afraid of the University of Idaho hitting with the lawsuit, or these idiots are dumb as a rock. Julez, Embree, Lana. Oh, the list goes on and on and on and on. And then if I keep going at y'all be like, oh, Jrod On Point is hating. No. I'm here for it. This is YouTube true crime content 101. For those that have not watched YouTube true crime, let me send a shout out to Queen B. Let me send a shout out to Cluminati. Those are drama channels. All right? Don't call me a drama channel. No. No, I don't. No. Big shout out to Cluminati. No hate. Big shout out to Cluminati. And big shout out to Queen B. Hey, I'm subscribed to both. All right. So no drama. Listen, y'all cannot be like, oh, Jrod Point do nothing but talk about all the channels and this and that. Because you know what? I have to give y'all so much work. And I have give you too little about my opinions on all the content creators. For those that have been here for a long time, the only time that I literally dedicated myself to cook and fry a content creator, that was only for Michelle Farts. That was only for her. That was only for Michelle. I was like, yo, listen, man, they smell bad. Her own daughter is calling her DePato and all these other shit. Oh, listen, man, I'm going at it. Fuck this bitch. And yeah, man, listen, I cooked that bitch out of YouTube. And I'm proud of it. Yeah. If you see her, tell her that I said, fuck you. But going back to my comeback, going back to my listen, I'm trying to leave the fuckery besides. All right, I'm trying to, but it's hard to not have commentary on other YouTube true crime content creator for the simple fact that if they give you the content, think about it. They give you the content, and the content they give you is flunky. The content that they give you is missing something. Like even if they try to throw a curve, they'll tell you like, yo, it makes sense. But then if you sit back and think about it, you be like, clickbaiting again. Because again, what we talking about? We talking about Embree. Embree like to talk about clickbaiting and all these other shit. You know what I mean? Big shout out, big shout out. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Click like, subscribe, share the content. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Make sure to click like, subscribe, and share the content. Make sure you say hi to Amy Conway. Amy Conway is in the chat to take care of you and guide you, hold you by the hand, and give you much love. Thank you for being here. Very so much appreciated. Welcome to all those new subscribers to the On Point Rican channel. Big shout out and a hit different to all those new subscribers of the Jrod On Point, the On Point Rican channel. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and share the content. Make sure you tell everyone the Jrod On Point is back for the rest of the year 2026. Let me see what we got here real quick. And Paparazzi thinks we don't know what's up. He's in cahoots with Gigi and Translucent. I'm just saying. Hey, listen. Big shout out. And it hit different. I'm very happy. I'm very happy that you said that. The misinformation high. I'm very happy that you said that. Big shout out. And it hit different. You know why? For the simple reason that this is what we hear. It's a historic day, okay? Because one of the most prominent figure in YouTube true crime as harsh reality. Let's keep it 100. It was three people. It was three people. It was a trilogy. It was three people that started at this around the same time in YouTube true crime. Who was those people, Jrod? Harsh Reality, US of All Trades, Jrod On Point. That was the three content creators that literally started around the same time around the Kiely Rodni case. Rest in peace, Kiely Rodni. So yeah, I know. Yeah, I remember. Big shout out. It hit different. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Amy Conway said, yeah, Embree has so many fool. He states nattery and they don't even realize it. Blow my mind. Yes, yes. I think Amy Conway's being here when we have the conversations about the group of people that it came to YouTube true crime out of nowhere through the Idaho 4 case. It was a lot of people that we never heard before. And they came pouring down like rainwater, like Translucent, Embree, Michelle Arts, many others. Many others. People that sit in the background, people that sit in the background that they know they're gonna get mentioned today, like Casa Medium. Hi, Michelle. Casa Medium, Clay Jones. They are all allegedly connected all to Michelle Arts. Because Michelle Arts was the one pushing the narrative that these other accounts, Michelle Arts, through multiple accounts, was pushing the same narrative that it was spread all over YouTube. And this is why this is a historic live stream in YouTube True Crime. This live stream is gonna go legendary, is the right word for it. Why is legendary, Jrod Point? Because for us, small YouTube true crime content creators, without any backup from legacy media nor big content creators, with no backup like myself, no backup. I have done it myself 3 different times. The first channel when I started with the Kiely Rodni case, 5,000 plus. The second channel, Jrod Point, with 2.4, 2.5. And this channel now, TheOnPointRican, with 581 subscribers at this day today by myself. I had to restart many times due to the hate of the Idaho 4 against me. Due to the hate, because people did not understood that I knew information that they did not know. People was hating me because since 2022, I've been going against everyone's narrative since day one. Since day one, I went against Lana Oriani's narrative. Whenever Embree pop up out of fucking nowhere as a guilter, saying that Bryan Kohberger was guilty and all this other shit, I was going against his narrative. You know why? True crime design True Crime Design, like those channels that people don't even know if they are a man or a woman. Those channels that don't have no face. Those channels that we don't even know if their voice is their real voice, because they want to have the facade that they are the mysterious person in YouTube True Crime. Oh my God, the information that I have could cost my life. Shut the fuck up. If you are in YouTube True Crime and you don't have this to defend yourself, that's your fault. Obviously, you are in the wrong business if you can't show you face, if you can't give you first and last, if you can't give you first. As a YouTube True Crime content creator, if you are here in YouTube True Crime to just talk about it and not be part of it, you should step it aside. You should leave True Crime alone. Because in every single case that I have been talking to you about, I'm involved. I have contacted law enforcement. I have shared my information. I'm proactive, talking with different agencies of government like the FBI and whatnot. Big shout out to those in the federal building. So if you hear YouTube True Crime, to talk about a whole bunch of gibberish that you get in your email by a whole bunch of people, then the allegations are that all these bunch of people in this chain of emails, all these people tagged, on those email chains. Allegedly, the majority of these people tagged on this email chain is the same person. The same person pushing the same narrative through multiple YouTube True Crime channels that belongs to the same person. The same YouTube channels that don't dare to show you their faces or let you hear their own voice. Those true crime channels that want to act like they are so important for you to not know their name or face, because they got such a true crime information to display here in YouTube that this information is considered classified and it could cost their life. But then they ask you about donations and all this other stuff. Shut the fuck up. Today is payback against all those true crime content creators that doubted me since 2022 in the Kiely Rodni case. Today is my celebration day. Because today, what I was telling you from the very beginning, from the very tippity top, from the very beginning, I understood what harsh reality is about to explain to you in this upcoming video that we are going to talk about it. Big shout out and it hit different. Big shout out to harsh reality. That after so many years, and harsh reality could tell you that he still have the email that I sent him back then. And I broke him down the whole case. Big shout out to harsh reality. Because way before Eddie Way before Eddie. Big shout out to Eddie. But way before Eddie, it was a Jrod on point on Harsh Reality emails. Way before Eddie, I broke to Harsh Reality on an email the whole Idaho 4 case. The same things that I told Harsh Reality is the same things that I told Moscow PD. Everything that I laid out on Harsh Reality email back then in 2020, 2023, 2022, this video right here is 3 years of hard work of Jrod on point. Thank you, Harsh, because you finally understood what I told you in that email years ago. And I wish Harsh was here. I wish, where's Harsh? I wish Harsh was here. Because I really would like to Harsh to go and look into his emails. And hopefully he still have that email from Jrod on point. That everything that he said in this video that we are about to play, already been broken it down to him years ago. When Harsh Reality, my brother from another mother, thought that it was a big chance that Kohberger did it, but he was still sitting on the fence. His brother Jrod on point sending an email in the same way I catch up with him on the Kiely Rodni case. In the same way I catch up with him on the Idaho 4. Yeah, Amy speaks Spanish. Poquito. Speaks Spanish too. Big shout out. I remember when Harsh Reality was still giving Bryan Kohberger the chance of being the guy, but he was still sitting on the fence. I sent Harsh Reality an email with everything that he said on this video. Again, he's not gonna, you know what I mean, man ego, content creator ego, whatnot. He's not gonna put a video as such and give credit of any kind to that one small content creator that literally sending an email telling him everything that he said on this video. Which I appreciate Harsh Reality for finally land the Idaho 4 in full effect. Finally, Harsh Reality understand that his powers to be that are right in front of you. His powers to be that are right in front of you. That has so much to lose as the University of Idaho, with billions of dollars injected to the state of Idaho finances, They believe me, the whole state of Idaho, the governor, the general state attorney, Bill Thompson, all the judges, Moscow PD, the FBI, everyone, that he was, in this case, everyone in the investigative body. They investigated the Idaho full Bryan Kohberger case from the FBI and from Moscow PD. They are all Greek life. They are all for a fact, Greek life. With attachments and loyalty and secrecy to the secret societies of fraternities and sororities from the University of Idaho, which are nationwide. It don't matter which state in United States of America you is, as long as you belong to Sigma Chi, Kappa, Sigma, and all these other regulatory fraternities and sororities from the Greek life, you are part of one body. The cops in Pennsylvania, the judges in Pennsylvania, the court staff in Pennsylvania, every the fuck body in Pennsylvania and Idaho, and everywhere else in United States of America, as long as you belong to a university, fraternity, sorority, and Greek life, you are all working for the same Satan. Hollywood, Legacy Media, Radio, Paramount Pictures, Paramount Plus, Disney, your favorite channels, your favorite content creators are all compromised. And whoever don't belong to them, they want to be part of them, and they will work as such as they were in it, because they want to be part of it. So whatever narrative Legacy Media puts out, straight out of the University of Idaho Media Center, that's what you are going to consume. That's what you are being consuming for the past 3 years through Legacy Media and content creators that are all attached to the Greek life. Again, it don't matter if you're from Idaho. It don't matter wherever you're from in the United States of America. You could be here in Ohio. And when I say that, I include myself, because I cannot deny my heritage and my family in the Greek life. I cannot deny that to you. Big shout out to those in the yacht. I cannot deny to you how close I am from the Greek life. This is why I'm kind of like pretty pissed off that my brotherhood is involved in such a stupid shit. Like we ain't grown-ups. Like we are not plugged in. Like we don't know how to do things right. Like we don't know us as Greek life. If we are going to get away with murder, you motherfucker better make sure to put the plan right, so like that person like Jrod Point won't expose your fucking cover up, you dumb son of a bitch. If you are gonna be part of the Greek life, if you are gonna motherfucker act like you motherfucker are here to do the agenda, if you motherfucker say that you are a Greek life, how the fuck you are not gonna do the job right? Because we was not supposed to know none of this shit. You want me to get real? I get real with y'all. With none of y'all was supposed to know What I've been telling y'all since day one. None of y'all. What y'all know about this? Do y'all really want to know why I'm exposing my own people? Because they didn't fucking do the job right. And I see it with my own eyes. They did not do the job right. And you call yourself Brick Life? You call yourself son of gods? But you get desperate under pressure. Your members put you on the pressure green. Your members put you on the pressure green. You new up and comer, you new up and coming members of the Greek life. Due to the Greek life power is such a in a view of all. Y'all need to understand the power of the Greek life is on their face 24/7. Hollywood, TV, radio, everything that you consume as entertainment. X, Twitch, Instagram, Facebook, Metaverse, Google, everything that you hear, see, smell, feel, everything is secret society. Everything is Greek life. Everything is based on the name of Lucifer. This nation being invaded by Luciferians in front of our eyes, and no one do nothing about it. Why? Because they are all in it. You want me to fuck it up? Because we are all in it. Y'all want a true crime content creator to tell you the truth, right? Because we are all in it. But you see what happened? I told you it's a 50-50 of things. It's a good 50-50 of the Greek life that is looking at their members that are making mistakes. And we're looking at y'all like we need to get rid of you. And I hope everybody understand this. Us here in the United States of America, the Greek life, we're looking at Mr. Green, and we're looking to his whole staff. We're looking at the whole Greek life of Idaho as weak. Because you get such an ego, and you think that you are so mighty powerful in this itty bitty Idaho. There is only know about potatoes. Yeah, the University of Idaho bring billions of dollars to the state, but no University of Idaho is good for a fucking thing. They ain't good in football. They ain't good in basketball. They ain't good in hockey. They ain't good in baseball. All these universities, you know, for the only fucking thing they are good, to build liberals, to build leftists, to build Luciferians. I don't deny none of my fucking deeds. I don't deny my. For me to tell you I'm Greek life, I don't deny anything that you could say that I could. I don't deny a fucking thing. What I could really tell you, what I could really tell you, that as a Greek life, I wouldn't know how to do the job right. None of y'all would be talking about the Idaho 4 like we talking about it today if I would be Mr. Green. If I was the one in charge of all that shit, y'all wouldn't know a fucking thing. It wouldn't be not even the story. It would not even be in the story in true crime. Because when you want to be Greek life, right? When you want to be in the tippity tap of the evil shit, right? If you're going to be evil, motherfucker, do the shit right. Be evil all the way. Don't be evil with a guilty conscience. Because when you evil, when you're not all the way, and you being evil with a guilty conscience, you do shit like Green do. Or like Green did. You do shit like Chief Fray did. You do shit like Bill Thompson did. You do shit like Megan Marshall did. You do shit like Ashley Jennings did. You do shit as John Judge did. Hitler did. Y'all want a real true crime content creator? So better content creators start telling you the truth and tell you their fucking membership to the Greek life. I don't deny mine. And I could tell you what I could tell you because I got the power to tell you, and I really give no fucks. Ain't shit that no one could do. I've been doing it for 3 years. I've been doing it for 3 years. I already proved myself to all of ya. Ain't not a fucking thing could happen but me getting a big old check cut very soon. Big old check. This is why I put the work. You see, when you want to show you relevancy, when you want to show you charisma, when you want to show you power on the Greek life, you motherfucker better be real. Listen, if you're going to be good, be good. Don't fake it. If you're going to be bad, don't fake it. But you cannot listen, you cannot just please two gods. You cannot have two masters. You cannot have two masters. In this world is good or evil. If you're gonna use the power of our Freemasons, if you're gonna use the power of the Masonry, if you're gonna use the power of the Greek life, might as well do your fucking job right. Pick and choose what you want. You're either good or you evil. You can't be both. You can't be both. You gotta stick to what you're doing. You can't be green. You can't be green and have a massacre that your own students committed. You cannot have a massacre on the fucking plate on your all ass house on what it was where you grow up, which is easy for us to know that in the same way the students knew that this was the house that the president grew up. That's how you know the students of the University of Idaho don't give a fuck about no fucking rules at all. Because if they didn't give a fuck about that was the house of our president, we better chill the fuck out. If this is the house where our president grew up, we need to chill the fuck out. Because this piece of land is heritage of the Greek life. This piece of land and this house is historic for the Greek life. Just because it was where Mr. Green grew up when he was little. The students on the Greek life, the Vandals and the Greek life It don't matter from which sorority or fraternity you is. If you have any respect for your authorities on the Greek life, you will not fucking dare to throw not a fucking party, to not do it. You are gonna do the dishes right after you eat. You are gonna sweep the floors right after you walk over them. You are going to make sure that you don't go to your bed stinking. You are gonna move accordingly as a soldier should, by the rules and regulations and respect to your elders in the Greek life. What the fuck you did? You had that house as a party house. Fornication, young adults that are not legally allowed by the law to drink. We have fraternity members purchasing liquor for eating. They was not allowed to legally drink. To Sana, they were not allowed to legally drink. It was cans of beer everywhere on Sana's room and other items. While Sana and Ethan legally by law were not supposed to be able to purchase no alcohol nowhere in Moscow. But some way, somehow, it's a receipt sent from Ethan to one of his fraternity friend members. This is for the liquor. This is for the beer. So Moscow PD had proof since day one in the Idaho 4 Bryan Kohberger case. They have proof, little proof for Sigma Chi that were already in probation. Oh, you already know that, right? Oh, you already know that? You already know that? It was their second strike. Three strikes, you're out. 3 strikes, you're out. So you are under a second probation. Sigma Chi. Second, 3 strike, you out the whole campus. By the law, rules, and regulations of the Council of the Greek Life. Yep. Yeah, I'm listening to the you're right. Yeah. Can bring it up. I'm paying attention. Yeah. We got great people in the chat putting the work. Big shout out. But then you have an absolute receipt of a dead man, in this case, Ethan Chapin, of a dead man that paid for the same cake of beer that he has right next to him while he's laying dead. It's a cake of a 32 pack of beer right there on the room, with beer cans everywhere, and Moscow PD is allegedly drugs were in that room. Allegedly. We could confirm the beer cans and the beer cake of a 32 pack of beer in Santa's room. We seen it in the pictures. Big shout out to Bubbly Waters. Big shout out to Bubbly Waters. The Cleveland was, yeah. No, we're gonna talk about it. But you see, if they, this is what I gotta say about the drug side of things. Think about it for a second. If they were so worried about the drug narrative, they would have wiped all that shit down. I want you to think about it for a second. If the students in the university were so worried about the drug narrative, they would wipe off Sana's room. They would wipe up her table. Okay? Because in the same way, it seems like they clean up the blood that it was between rooms. Confirmed. This is not allegations. This is confirmed that a cleaning occurred. Okay? Jrod, how we know that what you're saying is truth? I told ya years ago that due to the information that we got through my investigators and people that were talking straight from Moscow, students that no longer participate with the vandals, they left the university, never came back because they realized if the vandals, the Greek life is gonna do them like that, which this is the very important part that I want everybody to understand. The Greek life members right now are being held against their will. I want everybody to understand is right now old and young Greek life members that are being held against their will in a society that they don't want to be part of. But right now they are afraid. Right now the University of Idaho is utilizing the Idaho Fall to promote the Greek life, to promote their Greek life program, which is very powerful. You want to know how powerful is our Greek life program? Well, 4 people died and many more dead. And guess what? We have gotten away with all those murders. Why and how we have gotten away with all those murders? Because everybody in power works for us. In the court, in the hospital, in the schools, in the university, in sports, every motherfucker that you could talk to in a position of power is part of the Greek life. And ain't a motherfucking thing you could do about it. Period. Judges, cops, doctors, dentists, everyone and anyone in politics, in private sector, Paramount, Hollywood, Meta, Google, the powers to be are right in front of you every day. And right now they promoting their power. They literally, in my opinion, they are literally taking money as donations They are actually our forced donations, mandatory donations. Right now, it's a lot of people in the Greek life that I'm telling you, they don't want to be part of the Greek life because what's happening in Idaho is getting exposed. The University of Idaho is getting exposed. Moscow PD, the mayor of Moscow, getting exposed. FBI, getting exposed. Since 2022, I sat here as a small content creator and I spoke to you. I did told you very, very clear that the University of Idaho didn't want no blood on their hands. Back those days, due to what I was telling you, it was 100% accurate. Accuracy of 100%. In those days, WSU King Mom was subscribed to me. WSU King Mom was listening to what I was talking about. I was listening to what she was talking about. I did criticize a lot of things about her, and I gave her a lot of props to her. Because she was one of the people that let us know that everyone, students from the University of Idaho and from the University of Washington, knew exactly what happened inside of the house way early in the morning. Way early in the morning, when all the students of the University of Idaho were getting notice of what happened inside of the house way before a 911 call. Students of the University of Idaho were communicating through chat rooms to students of Washington. They are all in the same fraternities and sororities. They are brothers and sisters. They're just in different states. Family members, brothers and sisters, cousins. Nobody can tell me that no students of the University of Idaho, neighbors and whatnot, nobody's gonna tell me that no one went inside the house to take pictures and video. It was a comment somewhere that allegedly it was a pay-per-view for $2 in a private server to see what happened, to see the power of the Greek life. For other members of the Greek life, witness the power of commitment when you decide to cross the other side. We're not saying that that's all correct, but we could definitely tell you what's word on the streets. We could definitely tell you that neighbors of 1122 Queens Row, everybody want to call it King Row. I don't know why. Like y'all weird. Y'all weird. Y'all want to call a house King Row, that the fucking driveway is on Queen Row. The cops call it Queen Street. But some way, somehow, in this fucking case, is 1122 Kings Road. You know why? Because the real killer lives in King Road. This is the psychology of telling you the motherfucking truth through the Greek life system, which is coded. Stupid. People act so fuck. Oh, I'm so smart. I'm so smart. You are so fucking smart. You're so fucking smart. But you don't question yourself. Why Bryan Kohberger took a plea deal of allegedly killing 4 young students in 1122 King Road. Just with that detail in court, you are not gonna blame me of me killing no one on a residency that's the wrong fucking address, you dipshit. Just because the address is the wrong address in the murder case, the case get dismissed, you dumb son of a bitches. How the fuck you gonna blame me of me killing 4 young adults from the University of Idaho at 1122 King Road when 1122 King Road is not that house? But we could tell you who live in King Road. We could tell you who live in King Road. And how in the heck, just think about it for a second. It's 1122 Queen Road. That's the absolute address. Absolute address is 1122 Queen Road. The driveway is on King Road, not in King Road. I repeat, the cops call it Queen Street. Queens. Fuck yeah. Santa Sister stated on the documentary she arrived at 9:30 a.m. that morning. People don't listen or pay attention or detail. What? So you see, thank you, Amy Conway. In my opinion, Kiely not tell Jack the truth. Our mom, she had her reasons. In my opinion, Kiely knew Jack not 100%. Upstairs in the head, in my opinion. I mean, we've been saying it. Listen, we got information straight from Idaho that the allegations are that Jack Nicole and Kiely relationship was toxic. That relationship was toxic. It got to the point that people in the Greek life, I'm gonna put it like this. Y'all don't see the reasons why Kiely was not part of the sorority no more. Y'all don't realize that why Kiely was not part of the Greek life. Kiely was done. Kiely was done with the Greek life. Ask yourself why. Because if I stay here in Greek life, if I stay here, I have to deal with Jack. Might as well let me get the fuck out of here. Be done with the Greek life. Be done with the sorority, which she was done. Let me get the fuck out of here. Let me live a new life. Let me just be done and over with. And I'm taking my dog with me. She was not leaving the dog with Jack. No. So you're gonna tell me the allegations are, and again, if we know this, Moscow PD definitely knew this, and we believe that this is why the reasons why Jack Decaux was the #1 suspect until Green asked a favor and utilized his task force to find the perfect guy to frame. We need someone. We need a good narrative. We need someone to stick the spaghetti to, and everything else is just lie conveniently and in group. Because again, when multiple people in a position of power sit there and lie to you and tell you that, oh, you must believe us, you should trust us, you must trust us in this investigation, and we can't give you the details, but we believe we have a person of interest. We're looking for a white Helantra. I told ya from the very beginning, Jack Decaux was never cleared. I repeat, Jack Decaux was never cleared. He was not the investigation against Jack Decaux was never finalized. Would never got nowhere because it got stopped. The investigation against Jack Decaux was stopped. Cold. Stop. This is the name that we're gonna go after. That was literally what happened. That was literally what happened. Why, Jrod? It's on the documents. Soon as the name Bryan Kohberger popped, soon as the name Bryan Kohberger was chosen, because they have his phone number. That was all they have, and that was all they needed to frame Bryan Kohberger and put a narrative on him, which it worked. They had his phone number. They knew how to make it look like, all right, we're going to ask for some records, but what we're going to do, even though if it's cell phone records, big shout out to Fray, even though our records that we got from Kohberger illegally, big shout out to Balance, we could say, even though these records tell us literally that Bryan Kohberger didn't do it, as long as we have material that come back, we could make it whatever we want to make it, and we will bury it with affidavits swore under oath. We're going to put the name of this officer. This is why they pick up Brett Payne, because Captain Barrett was not about to sign off on this investigation that he started. People don't get it. Captain Bennett was detective #1. Captain Bennett was the most experienced detective in the whole Moscow PD. He had that case first. The Goncalves family told you that they heard from the first time ever. They heard the name Brett Payne after Kohberger was arrested. The person that the families were talking to was Captain Bennett. They were trusting that Captain Bennett had the case in charge. He wasn't. He was just making the bed. He was just making the bed. Okay? When he got to the point that he knew that it was time to go, he retired. Captain Bennett retired right before Bryan Kohberger was arrested on a snap of a finger. On a snap of a finger. You know why? Because they went to Meghan Marshall with this magic marker drawing of this is the possible route that these men that we need from Pennsylvania took. This is this magic marker drawing came out of information from Detective Balance that Detective Balance literally said this is a possible route. That means that it's not confirmed. That means that they work to get to that confirmation. It has not been done at that point that you presenting this document to Meghan Marshall to get a fugitive of the law warrant to go to Pennsylvania and digging into trash. When you have a fugitive of a law warrant, soon as you spot them, you got them. When you have that type of warrant, you already have what you need. You already have the probable cause that you need to cross state lines and go with a task force to go and get this person. As soon as you spot them, you got them. You don't have no reason at all whatsoever with the warrant that you have in your hands. That means that you have what you need to prosecute. No, what you did, no, you use that warrant as an excuse to dig into the trash because you didn't have not a fucking thing against this man. You planted a sheath. You planted a sheath that you don't have no picture, no video of this sheath located in the crime scene. You have a picture of a sheath that is being held by some hands. We needed to see the picture and video of the sheath at the location where you say you found it. That's called chain of custody, you dumb son of a bitch. That's called chain of custody. You needed to show proof, picture, video, something that is suggested to tell us that whatever the fuck you talking about that chief, wherever you say that sheep was, that's exactly what we see that it is in the fucking picture and video. We don't see that. Is no picture, no video with the sheath located at the crime scene at this day today, and you will never see one. Why? Because the chain of custody was violated. How in the heck you gonna base yourself on a sheath that you don't have no chain of custody? That means that you didn't took no fucking picture of it where you say that it was located. No picture, no video, no witnesses of it. Only whatever Brett Payne is telling you. Only what Brett Payne is telling you under oath, which he could lie to you under oath, and as long as his back is being watched for up above, because he's lying on the oath, because he's being told to. Again, you could quit Moscow PD after the case over, because we will make sure that this case is over and buried in the same way we bury the house. Don't worry about it. Chief Fray retired. Get the fuck out the way. Captain Bennett, he was the fuck out long time ago. soon as before anything. And then Brett Payne, soon as the case was over, he quit it and then started working for the University of Idaho. Don't you see how much of a dumbass of a true crime viewer, or how much of a dumbass of a true crime content creator you have to be to miss these fucking details in true crime? The only reason why, because you are part of the fucking problem. Because you want to be part of legacy media. You want to be great, huge. You want to be the Drunk Turkey Show. You want to be Mr. Cuffin Daffer. Huh? You want to be JLR. Bullhorn Betty. Chronicles of Olivia. You want to be one of those. Huh? And due to you want to be one of those, you're going to stick to the narrative that is being given to them. And as long as a big content creator in YouTube give you the way, you as a smaller content creator, you're going to follow through because you want a big content creator to give you a pat on the back. It don't matter if you see that whatever the fuck the content creator is telling you don't make no fucking sense. Why don't make no fucking sense? Because you have done your homework. Because you did listen to the narrative, and instead of following the narrative, you following common sense. Because a person like myself that has experience in dealing with malicious, dirty, shiesty people, I know how they think. I know how the Greek life move. I know how the Greek life work. I repeat, if you're going to be evil, you're going to be evil all the way. That means when we hear you telling you narrative about this case, we will believe everything you say at your fucking mouth. You know why? Because you crossed all the T's and dotted all your I's. But guess what? When you told Moscow PD what the fuck they gonna do, and you told the FBI what the fuck they gonna do, you told them with such a detail that whenever they speak and that whenever they spoke, it would have felt believable. And the only way you could do something like that is you being evil as fuck. To tell a lie that actually people could believe. You have to be all in it with Satan. You listen, you plan this shit so good that when you speak it, you speak a whole false reality into truth. Y'all must not know nothing about the Greek life. Y'all must not know nothing about fraternities. Y'all must not know nothing about sororities. Y'all must not know anything about the secret societies that literally runs the world. But people want to act like people want to act like what Jrod Point's gonna know. He was born in the middle of the Caribbean. What the fuck he knows? I might know it all. I might know enough for me to tell you. I might know enough to tell you what I tell you without having no fucking consequences. But let's land it. Let's land it. Big shout out to Harch. Let's land the airplane. Big shout out to Harch. I want y'all to listen to Harch and what he got to say. Because it's very important for me and the true crime community that we have literally call out the bullshit of the University of Idaho. You know, Embree been talking mad shit about not just about me, but everyone that believe that the frat boys and Jack Decor have more of a chance to be the real killers than Bryan Kohberger and Brett Kopaka and all these other names that y'all want to throw in the pot. Listen, man, big shout out to Harsh Reality. Because again, man, this is a validation. Thank you, though. I appreciate you so much. The validation from Harsh Reality in this video, even though he didn't mention no name and he didn't, even though he didn't throw nothing this way, just him putting this video out and saying what he said, he knew that I was about to be very pleased with his words. And I knew that Embree would hate that. Why? Because again, someone like Embree that with no experience in true crime coming out of nowhere and spreading such a bullshit about drug deal going wrong, the Aryan Brotherhood and all these other Farley and all these other shit. Listen, the only thing that Embree will not never do is tell you that he was wrong. Why? Because he's just a piece of shit. In the same way, Julez of all trades will never tell you like, yeah, I kind of like blacklisted Jrod Point just because I just don't like him. I just don't like, I don't like Latinos. Instead of Julez of all trades tell you like, yo, I'm racist. I don't like Latino men. She should better do that than, you know what I mean? That's something that she'll never do. She'll never tell you that, oh, I just, because I don't like Jrod Point. I just don't like him. I just don't like him. This is why I tell true crime content creators that if you talk to Jrod, you better not talk to me. If you talk to Jrod, you better not come to my show and I better not see you in my chat. I'ma block you. This is what Julez of all trades is. Just a piece of shit like Embree. They none of them gonna tell you, yeah, I blacklisted Jrod for no fucking reason. Just because I'm always against whatever the fuck she's talking about because she a retard. And then I'm allowed to say that because that's my opinion. In my opinion, Julez of all trade is a fucking low-class retard. Point blank, period. Fucking liar. If you lie about me, you lie about anything. And I can't trust you. You know what I'm saying? So the same thing with Embree. Embree first he thought that Bryan Kohberger was guilty. How, you idiot? Yeah, I'm Jrod Point. The only one. Jrod Point. Yeah. So Embree will never tell you that he was wrong on everything since day one. The only things that he's not wrong is whatever he could see on the documents that he could talk to you about. Then he's really giving you. No, I appreciate you though. Thank you. I appreciate. Big shout outs to you though. Thank you for being here very so much. Appreciate it. Not that famous though. It's just a lot of people talk shit about me. That's all what it is though. I'm not that famous. You know what I mean? I'm a big content creator, small channel. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I mean? Nah, thanks for being here very so much. Appreciate it. So yeah, Embree will never tell you like, yeah, I was wrong about everything since day one. I was wrong in thinking that Bryan Kohberger was guilty because I didn't know whatever the fuck I was. I would just try to please the crowd. And then, no, thank you, though. I appreciate. Thank you so much. And then also, thank you, I appreciate. And then also, Embree, not never gonna tell you. Oh, thank you, though. I appreciate. He's not gonna tell you like, yeah, and also was wrong about talking about that I believe the Cara wasn't such a bad deals on the street, that this could have happened because Cara deals with the Aryan nation, all this other shit. Shut the fuck up, Jay and Bree. Farley and all this other shit. What you're not gonna tell the whole world, Jay and Bree, with all those views that you get, is that you're a fucking dipshit that did not know not a fucking thing of what you was talking about. Meanwhile, we doing the work and we actually doing the right things, right? All the energy that I spent to actually get the fucking killers and give it all the information to Moscow PD, even though it was ignored by Moscow PD. But guess what? It's on record. So whenever the truth come out, I have a recording on Discovery. They'll tell you that, yeah, I snitched on Jack Decor and all his friends. I snitched on Dylan. I snitched on Bethany. I snitched on Jack. I snitched on Hunter, Ethan's brother. I snitched on Macy, Ethan's sister. I snitched on the other Hunter. All of them. I told on everybody. I told Moscow PD timeline, the reasons, the motives, and everything. I even told the Moscow PD don't want no blood on their hands. And yeah, due to the homework that we have done, we could say at this day today, Jack Decor and the frat boys did it. At this day today, we could say clearly that Jack D and the frat boys did it. Why? Why, Jrod? Why? Because you see everybody going against it, even the Goncalves. Listen, what you don't understand, in the Greek life, the students' members are the bosses. They have to follow what the parents got to follow what the kids say. If the parents are not in the Greek life, just because the kid, the son and daughter, are in Greek life, you have to obey, or you are going to destroy the future, not just of your family, but you are going to destroy the future of your children's if you snitch. So you must shut the fuck up. You know why? Because if you lost Kiely, if you lost Ethan, if you lost Sana, if you lost Maddie, guess what? You don't want to lose more than that. You still have a Hunter and a Macy in the Greek life. Steve Goncalves still got a Steve Jr. on the Greek life. Do you think he want to see Steve Jr. getting killed because he's niche? Do you think the Chapins want to see Macy and Hunter dead somewhere on the bridge just because they snitch on whoever killed Ethan? Especially if Macy and Hunter knew a little bit more of what they talking about. God forbid Hunter be part of the killers because he's hate and jealousy against Ethan. People don't want to talk about that. That's the word on the street. I'm not saying that. What a coincidence. What a coincidence. What a coincidence that Hunter used the phone for a very last time that fucking morning, and then the phone is fucking destroyed. You gonna tell me you don't have nothing to do with the death of your brother? How come your card is there? How come your car is there? How come that you destroy your phone the same fucking day? Your phone was fine and you lawyer up. and you lawyer up. Dylan lawyer up. Jack D lawyer up. Everybody lawyer up. They were forcing Moscow PD and the University of Idaho they were forcing them that you either gonna protect us and expose the Greek life, or you motherfucker gonna defend us and you're gonna protect us and you're gonna let us get away with murder. Either way, under any means possible. That's what the fuck you gonna do. And you're gonna flex your power with the rest of the members of the Greek life, saying like, you see how powerful we are? We got away with murder with the biggest crime in Moscow. We got away with it. In the same way we got away with many other deaths of students for overdose, that you know anyone could get injected with a dirty wrench and you kill them, and oh, it's an overdose. Cops don't care about that. Oh, it's an overdose. Oh, this guy was drunk and he was found on the creek under a bridge. He was drunk and he lay there to take a nap and he died. You think we're stupid? So yeah, let's listen to Harsh Reality. Big shout out to Harsh Reality. We really appreciate everything that he does for the true crime community. And let's make sure that everyone goes and subscribe to Harsh Reality. Get him to 200,000 subs. Get him to 200,000. Harsh Reality deserve it. So let's listen to Harsh Reality finally landing the Idaho 4 Bryan Kohberger case in the best way that only him could do. Big shout out to Harsh Reality. Big shout out to the 40 people watching. You are listening to the On Point Rick and Jrod On Point. I'm very happy for everyone to be here, and it's a historic day. Jrod On Point gets validated by Harsh Reality. Let's continue.
Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well. You beautiful, beautiful, amazing, wonderful people. It is, what day is it? It's Sunday. Sunday, the day of rest for some people. Not me, and probably not you either.
By the way, this video was three days ago. I'm running late on the content again. This is my comeback. I'm fully back. So y'all gonna see more live streams. I'm still working on the live stream for Friday 12 a.m. I'm gonna be on the big channel talking about the Charlie Kirk case. There's a lot of things about that case. So let's get back to Harsh Reality and the Idaho 4. Let's continue.
If we're being honest, you're looking absolutely amazing. I'm getting straight into the meat and potatoes because today I'm going to address two questions that have been posed to me recently, one as recent as throughout the night. In this video, we're going to be talking about my actual theory on what I believe potentially happened the night of the Idaho 4 atrocity. And then later on in video 2, we're going to be answering the question, if Bryan Kohberger admitted to this crime, did an interview, and basically gave all the details, said this is how I done it, this is why I did it, would that be enough?
So, you see, with that said, I'm gonna answer that. Hold on, let me big shout outs. Big shout outs to Harsh. Make sure everybody go and subscribe to Harsh Reality. His channel is gonna be pinged. I don't know why I can't see it. Okay, it's on top. I think y'all can see it on top. I don't know, the thing is glitch. But make sure everybody go and subscribe to Harsh Reality. It's ping on top. But I'm gonna answer that. If For Bryan Kohberger to come to Legacy Media, give an interview, and say that he's the killer, if that was the case, that he come and say everything that he say must match the evidence. For him to say that he's the killer, he have to literally come up with details that will match exactly what the state prosecution has. What's the problem with it? That the state prosecution didn't have nothing. So it's nothing that Bryan Kohberger could tell you that it will match anything the prosecution has, because the prosecution didn't have nothing. So anything that Bryan Kohberger tell you, like Bryan Kohberger cannot tell you that he committed this crime, because it's nothing the prosecution has in this case that it will indicate that the information that Bryan Kohberger would provide in that interview is correct. Why? Because they don't have nothing. Bill Thompson told you to the 100%. Big shout out to Helmy Rhonda. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Bryan Kohberger did not have no contact, no connection to the, no nothing. Bill Thompson said it in court on the sentencing. Very clear. They didn't have nothing, no connection with this guy, no nothing. The only thing that they could say they have, it was an alleged sheath that it seemed that it was planted. Why you say that it was planted? Because the lie goes so bad that the same button of the sheath that they say that they collected the DNA from is the same button of a sheath that in paperwork on record they telling you that they did not touch that button of the sheath because they were preserving it for fingerprints. You dipshit. So they've been lying to you for years through the whole pre-trial and everything. Legacy Media telling you, oh yeah, they got the DNA from the button of a sheath that they literally told you in documents that we see with our own eyes that they preserve the button of the sheath for fingerprints. You know what happened after you run fingerprints on that sheath? Thank you, Glenn. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Very so much. Appreciate it. You know what happened when they get fingerprints out of that button of the sheath? Whatever little DNA was on it is gone. With whatever little bit of DNA they say they have, you swap once, whatever is on the cut and swap, that's what it is. Bang, bang. Soon as you process a cut and swap, soon as you process whatever cut and swap they got out of the sheath, you could only process it once and it's over. Whatever you got out of it is over. It got ran twice. It got ran and worked twice way before the FBI got it and then amplify it. Like how the fuck the sample? How the fuck you amplify a sample? When what you got is what you got. Anything that you add on to it, you literally fabricating a whole different DNA. If you altering and amplifying a DNA, you creating a whole different DNA. Is no way at this day today as AI. As AI. Big shout out to Amy Conway. Big shout out to Glenn. Big shout out to East Escala. Thank you for being here. Very, very appreciated. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. It's very simple. They lie to you about the sheaf, where it was located. There's no pictures of it, no chain of custody, no nothing. They tell you a story of the button sheath. They preserve for fingerprints, but it's the same button of sheath that they say they got DNA from. So now, how stupid you think we are? Now that's the question. Because how much you think that we stupid, that's how much we think you stupid. Very simplistic. So let's listen to Harsh Reality. Big shout out to Harsh Reality. I think I'll answer that question. It don't matter. Like if Bryan Kohberger comes out right now and say that he did it, he better tell a good lie. He better tell me a good lie that I could believe. Because anything that'll come, if he ever do that, that only gonna prove that what I was telling you about my theory of Bryan Kohberger working for the state. And this is his initiation. It's okay. You only gonna be here for a little bit. You listen. It's okay. Just your lawyer gonna play her cards right. You're gonna play your cards right. We're gonna have you here for a while, and then we'll let you go. By the time we let you go, nobody gives a fuck about this case no more, and you be free. No one gonna kill you for it because it's been years and shit. And you become famous. Hey, listen, you was blamed on one of the biggest case in Idaho, and you beat it. You know, you came out with your head high. You know, now you famous. You get your books deals. You get your movie deal. Now you get all these true crime people, you know, banging you to be on their shows, and they're gonna pay you for that. You know, you only have to borrow us your name and body for us to cover this. You play nice, we bring you in, because anyway, you've been working, you've been studying for the past 27 years, right? You know, you got your doctor, your PhD on criminal justice, and you know, you associate in psychology and all these other criminology and stuff like that. So you have work hard, right? Listen, the only way you're gonna get somewhere is being with us. Do this favor for me. You be famous, you be free, and everybody gets what they want. All right? Because again, hey, I've been saying it for a while. WSU, Washington State University, and the University of Idaho is two sisters. It's two colleges that are sisters. Pullman and Moscow work together. Is no animosity between the University of Idaho and Washington State University. It's all Greek life. It's all the same center of attention. So we cannot act like we don't see a collaboration, not just between Pullman PD, but Moscow PD, and also the universities. Just saying. Big shout out to Harsh.
Keep your eyes peeled. Subscribe to the channel, like the videos if you haven't done already. But let's get into this one. Now, with respect of what we're going to discuss in this video, first of all, I'm going to premise it by saying that my conclusion or my theory on what is quite plausible in this case comes from a place of fact. And that means that I've drawn up conclusions based on facts that are openly and readily available to members of the public to find themselves.
And those facts are easy to find out. Since day one, all those facts being available since day one. I cannot blame Harsh for now in 2026 after so long coming along to understand something that is really not taboo. It just here for us in the United States of America, it's like regular shit. You know what I mean? So I'm not expecting Harsh to like get it right away. I'm not expecting him to be like Jrod. Yeah, you're right. Because again, the man is gonna do like his own work. The man is gonna, make sure that he don't follow or he don't really follow or go with an narrative that he's not quite sure. And him as a big content creator don't want to look bad out there. So I totally get it. But at the same time, it makes me very so happy to see Harsh land in the case. With this such a power, with this such a reach, because Harsh Reality has a good reach. He's very classy. He's very educated, and it's great to see a content creator like Harsh putting some good work pro true crime. You know what I mean? He was sitting on the fence for a long time, but it's good. It's good to see Harsh Reality coming along and understanding this case a little more clearer. So big shout out to Harsh Reality. Let's continue.
And factored in what I've learned through that and applied it to this case and what we know or what we've been told about this case. Very important to understand that there's what you know because of what you've been told and the truth, because we don't know what the truth is. We only
And you see, that's what happened. That's what happened with regular. And I don't want no content creator to feel disrespected for what I'm going to say, including Harsh Reality. A regular true crime content creator is just gonna sit there, listen to whatever social media, legacy media, all the true crime content creators are saying, and they're gonna go with their own gut feeling or their own thoughts on whatever they hearing. That's why some content creators um that's why some content creators is very hard to be believable. Or you could also see when some content creators sit on the fence for a reason. But the majority of YouTube true crime content creators are not going to investigate themselves, or they don't care enough to investigate themselves, or they don't have the resources to investigate yourself. That's why the majority of content creators are gonna tell you, what we don't know. We don't know nothing. We could only know what we hear, and due to what we hear, whatnot. You see, I respect them for saying that. I respect Harsh for saying that. But at the same time, that just tells me there is no level of investigation outside of whatever you've been told by the media. And I call that lazy true crime. In the same way I call lazy true crime the tarot readers, the people that say that they talk to spirits and shit. You know, the people that they, you know, say they talk to spirits and the spirit told them this and the spirit told them that. The cards told me this, the cards told me that. Or those content creators that, you know, whatever they hear from another content creator, whatever they hear from the news stations or stuff like that. And that's lazy true crime content creation. It's lazy because you only sit there to get an email. You only sit there to listen to other, like, you are not putting your own work of investigating something of a case that you actually are very interested for. You know what I mean? So I also don't like when all YouTube true crime content creators take other true crime content creators as them. I don't like that. I'm very different. I'm a YouTube true crime cyber super sleuth. I investigate. I got a team. I got people that love me. I got family members, friends, and places to be. If I want to know something, at 9 times out of 10, I get to know what I want to know. Some way, somehow, I'm gonna find the information. Okay? I investigate. I get involved. I have communications with the PDs or sheriffs investigating these cases. I let them know my first and last name, and then I'm talking about this case. And if it's in anything that I could have conversations with you about this case, please, I'll be honored. I identify myself as a YouTube true crime content creator for the case that I'm talking about with the authorities. I share the information that I get. I share it. I'm a concerned citizen. I want justice for all. Okay? And I'm very proud of myself being one of those guys that, you know, I like to investigate and tell you things that it'll shock you at the moment. It might be something that no one else told you before, or something that you didn't hear from any other content creator. 9 times out of 10, when you are subscribed to Jrod on Point, you are gonna hear from me stuff that is not being discussed or talked about in other channels, and I'd rather to keep it like that. Okay? Because you could see as time goes by who was actually having the information on point. My name is Jrod on Point. It's mandatory. It's forced for me, due to my name, to be on point. I'm not here to waste your time. I'm not here to waste my time. Okay? Big shout out to Harsh Reality. Let's continue.
We know what we've been told. So with respect to Bryan Kohberger, for instance, why do we even question the case at all? Why do we question Bryan Kohberger's guilt or innocence? Because he's not been proven to be guilty of this crime. He hasn't been proven to be guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. We haven't been shown the evidence and shown how that applies to this case. We haven't been given the receipts that I feel are required. We've been told a story. We've been given convoluted stories about certain elements, such as the DNA that I've seen creeping into other cases, such as the Nancy Guthrie case. They've now got Cellbrite all over that. Well, look how well they did in the Karen Reed case. But it's by and by. Look, you've got to now trust Cellbrite, apparently. But look, what do we know? What do we actually know? So we know that this entire case was about students. It was all the students. It was the University of Idaho on the peripheral and a house full of students. And these students were members and connected to fraternities and sororities. And these fraternities.
Big shout out to Eos Escala. He said, yeah, it took me 3 weeks to put it together. It took me, you said 3 weeks? It took me 3 days to put it together way before I called Moscow PD 2 weeks after the murder happened. I call Moscow PD snitching on everyone 2 weeks after it happens. Way before the Whitehead land trial, way before Brett Kopaga died, way before all that shit. Way before all that. Actually, Jack Decor was still being investigated, and he was not clear when I gave Moscow PD his name, motive, time of death, and all this other shit. And I did that purposely with first and last to force them to investigate, which even though they were forced to investigate with a first and last name and having and the name of their main suspect that it was not declared and not shared with the public is being given to you by a total stranger from Idaho. I mean, from Ohio. Yeah, it did freak them out when they hear the name Jack Decor coming out of my mouth with motive, time of death, reason for it, the Ethan and Sana situation, the location of Ethan and Sana, that it was confirmed by Kara, her mom. Oh yeah, I got in this case for real, and I did it purposely. Me talking to Brett Payne, letting him know we need the Apple Pay account from Sana. Because the Apple Pay account will tell you that Santa was at the grub truck and he paid for everyone. It's on footage. And they acted like, oh, where's Ethan and Santa? I don't know. Meanwhile, Ethan and Santa are in the grub truck buying food while Kiely and Maddie waiting for their food. Kiely and Maddie left the grub truck by 150. By 150. It took them 5 minutes on that drive from the grub truck to the house. It was like 5 minutes because you could see him on the camera of 1112 when they get home around 155, 150 something. It was a difference between the camera time and the time that we have from the grub truck, but that's okay because everything matched together. It could be a difference of 2-3 minutes, and that's okay. That's just different watches and stuff like that. But I told Brett Payne when Kara was still on the run and with Kara on the phone, I told her, are you okay me doing this? Yes, please do it. Call Brett Payne. I need the Apple Pay of Santa. It's requested by her mother. And if you want to talk to Kara, Kara's willing to talk to you, but she's afraid that you're going to lock her up for that stupid ass warrant. Oh, we all know for what the warrant is for nothing. And I'm not going to tell you, if y'all don't know for what Kara warrant was, it was for nothing. Some stupid shit that they have let her go some other times, but the only time why now they apply the warrant to her, it was because she was doubting the Moscow PD narrative. Because me and Kara were investigating the whole issue with the frat boys and Jack Decor. Kara back there could tell you that it's 9 times out of 10 bigger chance that Jack Decor and the fraternity boys did it than Bryan Kohberger. Back then, she could have told you that. After she got locked up, by the time she came out of lockup, They literally brainwash her. I don't know what they told her when she was locked up. I have no idea what they told her when she was locked up. But by the time Kara came out of lockup, all that other shit that she was talking about, it was fucking gone. It was, even though she knows it's truth, that she recognized her daughter and her boyfriend at the grub truck. She recognized them. That's my daughter. That's her voice. That's her hair. That's my daughter. That's her boyfriend. And I need you help, Jrod. And for the time being, yes, I gave her my help the best I could. Big shout out to Kara. But Kara could tell you, meanwhile, Jay and Bree and other motherfuckers are saying like, oh, it's a chance that you know that whatever happened to Sana, it was caused by her mom and her bad deals in the string of stuff like that. Kara, it was trying to look for the truth. Kara was the only parent that he was going against the narrative for Moscow PD. Kara was the one telling me like, Jrod, I know it was the frat boys. Big shout out to Harsh.
Fraternities and sororities are part of a Greek network, a powerful, powerful network. They own properties, they own many, many things, businesses. They are potentially the future rich and powerful people of the United States of America. That's what you're dealing with. You're dealing with incredibly rich and incredibly powerful people with a lot of money in the background. And in addition to that, what do we know about these sororities and fraternities? We know,
yeah, all that, just so you know, Tio Escala, all that stuff, it was a lie. All that stuff, it was a lie. In case you didn't know, all that stuff, it was a lie. Kiely and Maddie were already dead by the time Ethan and Sana got there. And then they died. How we know that Ethan got attacked in the living room? Because I told you this in 2022. I told you this in 2022 that Ethan was hit in the living room right in the neck. And then they drug him, they drag him to the room. They ran after Sana and caught her in the room. How you know this, Jrod? How you know that Ethan got hit in the neck in the living room? Why? Well, back then, because information that it was coming fluidly from my sources, very credible sources. And then when the time went by, now we see the pictures of the living room. And just like I told you, the splash of blood when Ethan got hit in the neck, the splash of blood was so great that it hit all the way down the stairs from the first floor going to the second floor. The stairs going from the living room to downstairs to the first floor, it was blood down there. It was the splash of blood when Ethan got hit in the neck and the jugular. The splash of blood was so big that they tried to clean it, because y'all could see that they try to clean. They clean all the blood in the floor between Maddie's room and Sana's room. Whatever blood was between those rooms, they cleaned it all. How you know that? Because you found a bloody shoe print right in front of Dylan's room. That's how we know that they cleaned the blood between rooms. And then they try to clean the blood on the walls. But in the pictures, you could see the blood in the living room. You could see the blood exactly where I told you that Ethan got hit. The splash went all the way to the first floor of the stairs. How Jrod knew that? Well, it's for you to find out. It's for you to find out. But I told you this. I told you that Ethan and Santa were attacked after they realized what was going on when they got to the house. I told you this. That's why you hear the screams early that day. Why? What Mama Chapin told you. What Mama Chapin told you. The 2 o'clock was a dark hour, right? Right? The 2 o'clock was a dark hour. Right? That's why the video from 12 a.m. all the way to 2:20 some is muted. Because Moscow PD don't want you to hear the screams soon as Maddie and Kiely got home from the grub truck. All that shit about they getting the dog out and all this other shit, guess what? They were received by their killers. By the time Kiely and Maddie got home, the killers were already home. That's why they're saying John Jack Walker to keep an eye on them to make sure that they don't get to the house way before they get there. That's why John Jack Walker was on the phone the whole fucking time and texting and shit and looking back like, oh yeah, the boys are watching me. Y'all think we're stupid? Do y'all really think we're stupid? Why you think that John Jack Walker is gonna tell the girls, you know they're gonna get you for that, right? Is people stupid? Is people stupid? You know another thing, the fucking legacy media playing fucking games with you, cause they giving Maddie's voice to Kiely and Kaylee's voice to Maddie. Cause the scrunchy voice is Maddie. And he said it very clear. Kiely, what did you tell Adam? Just like that. Kiely, what did you tell Adam? Kaylee's voice is the more thicker voice. I told Adam everything. Even in that, they confusing the people. We have YouTube true crime creators like 1111 Mama D saying confusing Kiely with Maddie and Maddie with Kiely. Oh, Maddie was the one talking to Adam. Shut the fuck up. Maddie was too fucking drunk to talk to anyone. Who the fuck you see next to Adam, Maddie or Kiely? Huh? Listen, if Moscow PD hid, this is satanic as fuck, it's demonic. If Moscow PD and the prosecution hid Ethan and Sana on plain sight using the same video to recognize Kiely and Maddie at the grub truck, you can use the same fucking video in the same way. Kara look at the video and say like, that's my daughter, that's her boyfriend, that's her friends, that's her clothes, that's her hair, that's her face, that's her voice. In the same way, Moscow PD, did lie to all of you about this case, it will surprise you to hit Ethan and Sana on play side, because no one, as long as we don't tell you that he's there, you're not gonna be smart enough or awakened enough to be like, huh, is that Sana with that sweater that she was using on that TikTok? Hold on, if that's the same, if that's the same clothes that Sana was wearing in that TikTok, that's the same fucking clothes. But obviously, people don't fucking pay attention, because if Moscow PD don't tell you that Ethan and Sana were out the grub truck, you as a fucking dumbass don't want to see it with your motherfucking eyes. It's human nature. It's human nature. 9 times out of 10, y'all all being blinded. And if someone don't tell you, hey, this is blue, you're going to be like, huh? It's human nature. It is not that humans are dumb by default, but yes, humans are dumb by default. You could tell how many YouTube true crime viewers are subscribed to a whole bunch of retards just like them. Is the truth. Now, I can't even say allegedly. No, that's the fucking truth. You see how many idiots subscribe to these other YouTube true crime content creators like Julez of all trades, Embree, Lana Oriani, and these dipshits don't tell you anything that it will make motherfucking sense. Even Lana Oriani, well, I still believe that Bryan Kohberger did it. Shut the fuck up, you lesbian. Shut the fuck up. Fuck up. No one gives a fuck, dude. No one is afraid of you. No one. Listen, over here, whoever the fuck you think you is, you're not. You are not. Because as long as you're not telling the people what the people need to hear, and you focusing on clearing Jack Decor and the Goncalves, even though the Goncalves being caught with lie after lie after lie, especially when they say that they trust Jack Decor 1000%, what Jack Decor, when they said that was the first #1 suspect. Now you explain that shit to me, Lana. Because you so fucking smart, right? Right, Lana? Hi, Embree. Now you explain to me how the fuck the Goncalves did not know that Jack Decor was suspect #1. What? What? Oh yeah, as soon as we found out that Kiely was there, I said my kids asked me, Dad, what we gonna do? And guess what I tell them? You put yourself to work. And you know what? When you told you kids you put yourself to work, you told you daughter, Olivia Goncalves, you make sure you go to the news media outlets and you get to lying, nigga. You get to lying. That's it. Because these motherfuckers talking about like, oh yeah, we got fucking cameras from this and this and this and that. Bitch, you lie. You did not went and looking for cameras and scouting for cameras here and there, left and right. You didn't do not a motherfucking thing. The cops did it. Meanwhile, you were saying that you was doing it. And we're gonna see here that I knew that shit back then. That you was fucking lying. I knew that shit back then. And now y'all see all the shit that I've been going through for the past 2 years. Big content creators and small content creators wanna be hating on me just because I'm telling them something that their favorite content creator is not telling them. So then they take my shit as a non-factor just because their favorite content creator is not. Oh, I'm not saying the same things that his favorite content creator is talking about. Fuck you and fuck your favorite content creator. How about that? We're gonna end the stereotypes. Yeah, acting like, oh, if this content creator is not talking the same thing, so my favorite content creator, I'm not gonna support him. Fuck you. If you're not here for what I have to say, and you here for because all the content creators on this and this and that, listen, you might as well leave me the fuck alone. Might as well leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Don't come over here thinking that you know. I don't follow no one. Listen, I send a shout out to Harsh Reality. Moderators in my channel know the times that I have disagreed with Harsh Reality and how tough I've been on this guy. And this guy has shown me nothing but respect and class. Even though I've been tough on Harsh, Harsh have not shown me nothing but respect and class. That's why you see me here sending a big shout out to Harsh Reality for his landing to the Idaho 4 now, validating what I have spoke here, that I've been fucking burned to the stake, having fucking Embree talking shit about me, JB Gunner talking shit about me, True Crime King talking shit about me, and many others pieces of shit out here in true crime. They don't know a fucking thing. They don't know a fucking thing. They don't. Because you could tell one is a drunk, the other one is a dopey. Listen, True Crime King, alleged heroin addict. JB Gunner, alleged alcoholic. And Embree, alleged meth addict. And this is the people that you support. This is the people that you support. The people that every donation you give them, allegedly, it goes on a re-up. Every donations that you give them, it goes for a re-up. It goes for the alcohol. It goes for a little itch. It is not going to their kids. It's not going to progress nothing. And the other side, every donation you send over here to the cash at the On Point family, you know, it goes direct to the family and the production of this show. Make sure you hit the cash at the On Point family. Get your cash out application everywhere on your famous platform, Android or iPhone, anywhere around the world. This is a free, non-sponsored commercial. Let's continue with the show.
That historically they have been embroiled in, how can I say, there's been deaths. There's been a lot of deaths around them. Some of them have seemingly been covered up and hidden, most likely, that we'll never ever learn about. And just in the same year of the Idaho 4 case, there was multiple other deaths that had been attributed to alcohol-related accidents.
Other death, overdose. So if someone wanna kill you, they hit you with a dirty needle, kill you over overdose, and the cops gonna act like, well, this is just a junkie that dies on the overdose. They're not gonna investigate that shit as someone hit you with a dirty needle and kill you purposely for whatever reason. Shit, that shit is already covered by the time it gets to the 911.
And things like that. It's very easy to pass things off as accidents, especially when people like law enforcement, for instance, they don't question it. Case in point, Timmy Reed. Now, Timmy Reed wasn't killed, but Timmy Reed was beaten severely, and the university and law enforcement didn't do anything about it, not until the family pushed things privately and got their own legal representation and tried to force the issue. And then what happened? We don't know, because then it all went quiet. Was there a payoff to keep it quiet? What do we also know? So not only are
Commercials, they caught me. I was looking to the side. I hate that. What is it here? Hold on. I had the receipt for Embree. No, I got him too. Listen, I got the receipts too. Like, I don't know. It was I forgot what was her name. I forgot her name. Label Nana or something like that. I don't know. It was another crackhead. It was another custy. It was another crackhead, just like Jay and Bree. You know, crackheads. They all know it. They all the crackheads information and shit. So I guess Jay and Bree blocked her from his channel, and this lady came and gave me all the receipts of Jay and Bree. Not requested. Like, I did not ask her for none of this shit. She literally got blocked from Jay and Bree, and all his background check, she put it on my email. And I was like, thank you. Hey, listen. Listen. It's something we could say that is not allegedly, and is for a fact, due to the background check that he was giving to me, that Jay and Bree at some point in his life, they liked that crystal shit. I don't know if he's doing it now. I had no idea. But I saw the fella, like, I saw the arrest record. Like, I saw his address, like all information that I don't even want to know. And on his arrest record, I was like, listen, if you see my arrest record, you laugh at me. You see my arrest record, you be like, ah, stupid shit. Listen, if you put my background record against your favorite content creator record, listen, I'm a saint. Like, I'm a good guy. Ooh, just saying. Just saying. But yeah, listen, I want you to go and I want you to go and check Harsh Reality, check his video. Um I hate when he like commercials. I hate sharing something that he hit me with commercials and shit. But yeah, another thing was what was that? What was these Jay and Bree?
announcement. Now, what I will say is, if this isn't relative or relevant to you, and I'm talking about other content.
So yeah, Jay and Bree, I guess he don't like to get exposed. I guess he don't like to get exposed. Because even when he's getting exposed by Lucy, even though he's getting fully exposed by Lucy Morningstar, the daughter of Satan. Big shout out to Lucy. Big shout out to Heather Fitzgerald. Big shout out to the daughter of Satan. Big shout out to Lucy Morningstar. But listen, this is my advice to Pablo. This is my advice. I'm gonna close it. Giving Paparazzi Embree advice. Listen, man. We know that you don't know what you're doing. We know that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We know that you wanted to be a YouTube true crime content creator because you just want to be like Jrod. You just want to be someone, you know, or you just wanted to be a plant being used by Translucent, being used by Casa Media, being used by Clay Jones, being used by Michelle Farts. Michelle DiPetto. Listen, bro, you only came here to YouTube True Crime to be used by other people, so you look stupid. And I told you a long time ago, the same people that were on your emails telling you a whole bunch of stupid shit that obviously you believe, like the stories of Gonzo. That only show, Embree, how ignorant you are as a grown adult. I don't know if it's all the meth that you have smoked in your life. I don't know. But you definitely look and sound with that Ernie voice, Ernie the Frog voice. You do sound not just stupid, but you sound ignorant, bro. You sound like those people that are old and are looking for a platform to be someone, because obviously, again, you have not been no one in your life. I can only imagine how hard your life has been, having heavy drug habits and shit. I mean, I can only imagine how much money goes in that. You get a lot of views and a lot of likes. I think you're doing just fine. You don't have to go and rob no one, or you don't have to do the stuff that you used to do back in the days, because now you got YouTube, an easy way to get a buck. Lying. Listen, get on rehab. Get on rehab. This is my advice from me to you. Get on rehab, okay? Take a break from YouTube. Go back to rehab. Take a break from YouTube. And before you take that break from YouTube, you make a video saying, I'm sorry, I was wrong. I was wrong about Bryan Kohberger being wrong. And I never told you that I admit that I was wrong about Bryan Kohberger being guilty. And you should also say that you was wrong about all this theory about Kara have something to do with the Aryan Brotherhood and Farley and all this other shit that you created in your own head. Because you've been paying attention to true crime design. You used to look up to Harsh Reality, when even Harsh Reality was promoting true crime design and believing that it was a chance that a drug deal could go wrong. That's when you came out. We know when you came out. You're all sending all those shout outs to Harsh. You wanted to be cool with Harsh because you know you heard the narrative of drug deal going wrong from True Crime Design, from Harsh Reality, from all the content creators that really don't have no idea what the fuck they talking about. But you heard that from them. Then Translucent and all these other bitches that is the same bitch on emails. And you fell right on the trap. You dumbass. Listen, the same bullet, the same bullet that I escaped is the same bullet that he bit. He just again he just not smart. He just not smart. You could tell when someone is not smart, and you could tell when all his subscribers are not smart neither. Every single subscriber from Embree is a fucking retard. It's a dumbass. Because you are subscribed to a dumbass that don't know what the fuck he talking about. He can admit he was wrong about Kohberger being guilty when he started believing that Kohberger was innocent. He never told you, oh, no, no. He never told you that he was wrong about thinking that Kohberger was guilty. And I bet you he will never admit that he was wrong on Farley having anything to do with this case. No as a CI, no as nothing. No him, not his son, not nobody. The worst part about it that you try to say that whatever happened to Sana, it was because it's her mom's fault. Well, talking about that, Kara been paying attention to Embree's content. If someone should start deleting videos and taking a break from YouTube, is you, Embree. If I were you, I'd start deleting videos today. Because Kara has paid attention to everything you have said about her. I don't wish you nothing bad. I don't. Just good luck with your content. You got destroyed by harsh reality. You've been getting destroyed by me. I think we did a good job. We exposed Julez, Easy and Breezy. We exposed Embree and many others. We let y'all know exactly what the fuck is going on, so like that other people don't have to tell you what the fuck is going on. I wish I didn't have to tell you what the fuck is going on. But I guess that's the whole reason why I'm here for. To tell you what the fuck is going on. Believe in yourself because I believe in you. If I did it, you could do it too. I ain't nothing special. I believe that you're going to take the best decisions in your life for yourself and for everyone around you. Love yourself. Take care of yourself. For you to be able to love and take care of others. As always, it's your favorite brother, your mother's favorite son, the black sheep, Jrod on point. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank you all the new subscribers. Thank you for the OGs. Thank you, Amy Conway. Thank you, all the moderators, all the new subscribers. Big shout out to Glenn. Big shout out to Isa Scala. Big shout out to everyone. Big shout out to everybody that came by and show love. Amy, thank you so much for everything that you do for us. I really, really do appreciate you. We love you, and we stick with you to the end of days. Again, stay tuned. I'm back.